Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Good morning, Lane, coming from Rome, Georgia. Good morning, Tony from Florida. Your name came up in conversation last night, Tony. A couple people were asking about you. Everybody had good things to say. Good morning, Lauren, coming from New Smyrna Beach. Good morning, Shauna from the Big Canoe area. Good morning, Susan. Bet you're coming over from bet you're over at my place or over by my place, neighbor. But anyway, wonderful to see everybody here. Thank you so much for being here at the Wake Up Call. Yeah, nice to see. Good morning to the folks who are watching me on Twitch and YouTube. Nice to see you guys also. Leave a comment. I'll say hi to you this morning. But yeah, we are here today to say some good stuff about us, and ultimately to redefine our own world simply by giving ourselves a wonderful place to rest within the caverns of our minds. So we're going to do what we do every morning, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. I'm going to pull a card off the deck. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we follow the words I am with something good about ourselves, we are changing up the way that our minds work. We are reprogramming our neural pathways. We are able to overcome generational trauma. We are able to overcome all of the maladaptive programming that has settled into our brains over the course of a lifetime of thinking. And so let's have some fun today, and let's set ourselves up for future success and pull a card and say that today I am confident. I am confident. I trust in my abilities and judgment. So I am confident. I trust in my abilities and judgment. Are you confident? You are confident. You trust in your abilities and judgment. I'm going to write that down in the comments. I encourage you guys to do the same thing as we affirm together that we are confident and that we trust in our abilities and judgment. All right. I love this card because ever since I started to affirm that I was confident, yeah, for a large part of my life, I really didn't feel confident in myself. I didn't feel confident in who I was. I didn't feel confident that I could do the things that I set out to do. And I always looked around at the people who were confident and asked myself, like, how did they get these? How did they get this magic quality to their life where they can just, where they just believe that they can? And and when I started to affirm to myself that I was confident and that I am confident, it helped me to really understand the truth that confidence is a certain buoyancy of the soul that we give to ourselves. If we believe that we can, we're confident. If we believe that we can't, then we won't because we're not confident. And believing that we can, it doesn't take a tremendous leap of faith. Believing that we can really is just a matter of looking back at all the times that we did, all the things that we did in the past, and all the times that we were successful in the past, and just sort of reminding ourselves of that instead of all the times that we were not successful in the past. We tend to believe that the things that that we tend to ascribe more weight to the things that we didn't succeed at in the past, and then tell stories about why we didn't succeed at things in the past, and then ignore all the times that we won. And I know that I do this. That I can sometimes get into a mode of thinking where I I think to myself in my own head, oh well, I have not done anything right recently. When the reality is that I do a lot of things right all the time. I just don't give myself credit for them. And so when I affirm that I'm confident, I just give myself credit for the things that I do. Life hasn't changed. The number of things that I've succeeded and failed at hasn't changed. What I focus on changes, and that focus it really does give me a certain buoyancy of the soul, which is one of the best ways that I've ever just heard confidence described. but a certain buoyancy of the soul that allows me to then be willing to take on new risks and try new things. And so I trust in my abilities and judgment. And the reason I can trust in my abilities and judgment is because my abilities have never been better than they are today. I've today is the wisest that I've ever been. It's the most experienced that I've ever been. It's the most experienced that you have ever been as well. Each and every one of us is one day older today than we were yesterday. We have another day under our belts. And so because of that, we've developed new abilities over the course of our lives, and certainly we've developed better judgment, better discernment over the course of our lives. And so when we trust in those abilities and trust in that judgment, then it gives us the ability to remain confident. And so I am confident. I'm confident that I can do hard things, and I'm confident that you can as well. I'm confident that when I try something new, that that I will ultimately succeed at it if it is something that's worth doing. I'm confident that even when I don't fall or I don't meet my own expectations about something, whenever I think that I can do something, and then I do it, and I look at the job that I did, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish that this is very clearly something I'm not good at yet. The fact is that I'm confident that if I do it again, that I will be better at it. In order to be good at anything, we have to commit ourselves to being willing to suck. We have to commit ourselves to be willing to go through the learning process that it takes to get good at anything. I think about my daughter, and I think about how she's learning how to do the most basic things right now. She's learning how to digest food that's not breast milk right now. She's learning how to move herself around, how to just like kick her arms and legs in ways that are actually beneficial to her getting somewhere. And the fact is that I look at that and I think to myself, well, this is the very beginning stages of being a human. This is the most basic stuff. And what am I going to do? Judge her and be like, haha, you're a failure. You can't walk yet. She's a baby. I don't expect her to be successful at walking or talking or effectively communicating her needs. I pretty much only expect her to empty bottles and fill diapers and thrash around and scream a lot. And sometimes she gives me some coos too, and I like to reward those. But the fact is that she doesn't know what the difference is between a scream and a coo. I sure do. Let me tell you, I sure do. But she doesn't. And in the same way that I don't judge my infant daughter for being an infant, let's not judge ourselves for being an infant or in our infancy in new things that we are purposing to get eventually to get good at. Because as we trust in our abilities and our judgment, it gives us that soul buoyancy necessary to persist long enough at any new thing in order to get good at it. And that's really what all it takes. It just takes some persistence. Marie Forleo has a wonderful quote. She says, "Everything is figure outable," and I just love that word that she made up, figure outable, because it is. Everything is figure outable. And as we just dedicate ourselves and dedicate our time to any new thing, we get better and better and better at it. And so I'm confident today. You are confident as well. And so together, let's trust in our abilities and judgment. Let's trust that we can, and let's trust that we know how to apply our own discernment. All right, my beautiful friends, I will talk to you tomorrow at 9 a.m. We'll come out with another one of these cards. Until then, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Good morning again to Lane and Tony, to Lauren and Shauna and Susan. And good morning. I know Dan came in here as well. Good morning to Dan. Wonderful to see you also. Thanks so much for being here. I'll return tomorrow at 9 a.m. with another one of these. Good morning to the folks who are watching me on Twitch and also on YouTube Live. Wonderful to see y'all here this morning. Always fun to see it when I have multiple platforms who are watching the wake up call. Anyways, this is your up to moment reminder. I love you. I care about you. I think that you're amazing. I believe in you. And whatever we do today, and whatever you do today, just do it with the confidence that whether you're as good at it as you hope to be, or whether you're still learning. The fact is that the more that we persist at this stuff, the easier it gets, and the better our results will be. All right, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, I love you, care about you, believe in you, and appreciate you. Until then, aloha from paradise.